Bladed Articles.
Hello and welcome to Bladed Articles. Today for you guys I have got a Rough Ryder Reserve, and this is in particular a Rough Ryder Reserve 001 Easy Open Razor. So I bought this on the second-hand market, and unfortunately it didn't come with a box and it didn't come with some nice wrapping paper that wrapped up the knife, but nothing too major to worry about. But please do bear that in mind. If you do get one on the second hand, it is gonna miss a few bits, etc, etc. So just a brief overview of the tube. You've got obviously Rough Ryder on the top, built by hand, which is obviously very nice, backed for life down the bottom there as well, and nice standout red on the logo. So inside the tube you get your nice rubber foam bung, and also a do not eat. Everybody likes a do not eat. And also you get your knife, and as you can clearly see as well, you get a lovely cleaning cloth on there too, and I will just show you that cleaning cloth as well. So there you have your knife and obviously your cleaning cloth, and that is always built by hand, back for life, and I will be testing that back for life, and you will see why later on in the video. So we'll move that out of the way, and here we have the Rough Ryder Reserve 001 Easy Open Razor. So the reason why it's called an Easy Open Razor, first of all, is because it is easy to open. However, this is not the way it was intended to be opened. The way it was intended to be opened is using this little notch cut out here. Now that is meant to be used on something that you can grab a hold of and literally pull open. I'll see if I've got something. Actually, I've got one here, a little shelf. This might do. So you may not obviously get it on there like so, hold it on, open it like that. So this is just for illustration purposes. That was absolutely piss poor attempt by myself. However, you get the gist. I think it was mainly used for, I think it was something about war veterans, and they could one-handed war veterans, so they could open it on their belt loop, etc. And the nice thing about this is that this is not pointed. So a few issues that people were having is that this particular cutout here, it would have been pointed like this up here, and they've nicely rounded that off so it doesn't jab you when it's sitting in your pocket. So that's a nice little touch there, and it still gives you enough to get a little latch on there and open like so. However, I've been doing it because they've put a little cutout on there as well for you, I presume, to do it two-handed, and that's how I have been using it. It's just been a little bit quicker for myself to do the two-handed. Anyway, this was coming in at 35 Great British pounds I spent on this bad boy, and it was retailing, I do believe, for around about 50 quid, I think, on Heine when it was available. Now they do not come in this variation anymore, aka I think they are completely sold out of it, and that's because they only make one knife in the Rough Ryder Reserve line, the new lines, in one particular variation, aka they may come out with another variation with G10 scales on it, and that will be available, but once that's gone, that is gone, just like this one here. So they will not make another one exactly the same as this one. It will be slightly different, but you get the gist. So it is sort of limited edition, but it isn't in the same sort of way. So these were retailing at also around about 35 to 40 bucks over in the USA if you are stateside. Again, I can't find them anywhere on any website, so unfortunately I usually would link down in the description, but I can't, obviously, because I don't know where to get another one of these, frankly. If you do know, please post down in the comments, and yeah, let some other people know if you feel kind enough. Anyway, on to the point number 2, which is the colour and scales, and this is denim blue micarta, as you can see. Nice little close up there for you. and on the back side there. So this is really nice and smooth, and I am absolutely loving this. You know, I've had a few furry micartas, sort of like on the QSP Penguin. However, this is lovely and lush and smooth and just nice to hold in hand. There is no hot spots. You know, you can get a full 4-finger grip on there. It's, you know, it's very nice, in fact, on the ergo side of things. And onto the carry style, and that is coming in, unfortunately, in your pocket or in your bag or in a caddy, which is what I have been using it in. And yeah, it's, you know, it's held up well for me and my caddy, but unfortunately you only get the lanyard hole to obviously pull out with if your caddy is, you know, a little bit weird, or you like using it in your pocket, etc., trying to find it. But I would say that this lanyard hole is really quite small, if I'm honest, and you'll probably need some micro cord to go in there. So just a brief point that I didn't mention as well, this is brushed stainless steel bolsters, and also with silver nickel pins. And also I do believe the triple R arrowhead shield is silver nickel as well, and that is a brass lanyard tube in there, but like I said, it is rather small. And also the liners in there are brass as well. And onto the blade, which is coming in at D2, as you can see, and I love a little bit of D2. You know, it's really done well for me. However, I hit a staple on my travels, and as you can see, it's probably better. There we go. Yeah, you can see it right here. It's actually rolled the edge of my blade, so I do need to sort that out at some point. But that was my fault. That was not like that when I got it. And this has been through cardboard, this has been through paracord, rope, carpet, tape, tiny gauge wire, copper wire. What else have we had? We've had, actually, no, we've had a little bit of wood today. It was only tiny shaving to get something to fit, but it went through a little bit of wood, so I'll give it its due for that. And yeah, D2's been a nice steel for me so far. It's fairly easy to sharpen, and yeah, it does me well, holds its edge all right. So onto the centering and stay in place mechanism. So the centering on this is really off, and that's why I was saying, obviously, where are we, backed for life. So I have messaged Rough Ryder, and I have also messaged Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but they have yet to reply, unfortunately. And I can't adjust this, obviously, because it's pinned, but it is absolutely well off to the left. You know, you've got a gnat's cock between the liner and my blade. However, it hasn't been rubbing, as you can see. It just hasn't been, yeah, it's been fine, but it is just absolutely close as hell to that liner. Anyway, I'm going off point here. It's fine. So onto the stay in place mechanism, and that is because it is a slip joint, and you can see the slip joint working there just on the top. As you open, go to the 90°, and also on the close. It doesn't fit quite flush on the close, but on the open it is absolutely flush and lovely. So it doesn't bother me that it's not quite flush on there, because you can't honestly really feel it too much. So yeah, take that with a pinch of salt, I suppose. And on to the length. So we are coming in, let's do the cutting edge first, and this is coming in at 6.6 centimeters, I'd say. And overall length, I'd go for 17.6. I'd go for on the overall length. And then on the close length, we are going for just under 10 centimeters, so I call that 9.5, I'd say, on the closed formation. So next would be the point of the screw size. However, because it is pinned, unfortunately we cannot take it apart with any kind of screw, and I am not depinning this. That is not my area of expertise in any way, shape or form. So onto the logos, which is point number 8, and you get obviously the around this way, here we go, the triple R Rough Rider up there for the reserve, and obviously you get your, just going to clean that with the cleaning cloth that comes with it. It comes on, there we go, so the triple arrowhead shield, and that is their logo too, and that is pretty much all you get in terms of logos. So onto the hair pop. So I'll just give this a quick wipe it down, and let's see if we can find some hairs. We've got some growing here, we'll go for that. Oh, hear them popping. Absolutely shaving sharp. So it lives up to its name of the Easy Open razor, and this is after a week of use, I have to add. You know, that's, you know, same as every blade that I put it through at my work. It goes through a shit ton of cardboard and so many various tasks, so that's why I love the D2 still. So I'll just give you a brief size comparison, and we have got today, we've got the Opinel, and this is the Opinel number 8, I think, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Opinel number 8, and as you can see, it is not far off in terms of blade length. It is quite close. And then everybody knows a Luna, so we will compare that there. So in terms of blade length, it is almost the same as a Luna. And we've got a Civivi too. So we will just move out the Luna and the Opinel and close it up with the Elementum. So as you can see, they are quite close calls, and it is, you know, in terms of scales and blade length, you know, it is really quite close on all of those fronts. However, you know, it works for me, and it's a slip joint, you know, means I'm cool to carry it, and it absolutely works. Overall, I'm quite chuffed with it, if I'm honest. Obviously I've got to sort out that roll that you can see, and yeah, the only thing that's really annoying me is the centering, but it's not rubbing, so it's not actually hindering any kind of performance in any way, and you know, I can deal with it for 35 quid. You know, if I paid 50 quid, I'd probably be inclined to, you know, send it back to Heine if I bought it from them. But yeah, like I said, £35, I'm well chuffed with that. You know, D2 steel, lovely handmade design. I can't find any other flaws in it in terms of where it hits the bolster. Actually, yeah, there was that one. It is, you know, minute, another gnat's cock, where the bolster sits up against the micarta on that side versus that side. But, you know, it's handmade, you know, it can be forgiven for that aspect. But in terms of centering, I don't know how that passed QC, if I'm honest. But it's alright for me. Anyway, on to the next one. So thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.